Good morning, guys. Welcome to BetNext FX. So today we want to go into our weekly analysis to understand our trading decision for the week, and this is actually for the week Monday, the 29th of May, down to the beginning of next month. So first, what we have to do is to dive into our forex, our trading view. So first, last week we predicted, because we were currently here last week, and we predicted our price is going to come here and then give us a downward movement, which price actually did in Euro USD. We started with Euro USD, but every week comes with new opportunity, and that is why we have to do videos like this every week. So first thing, what we have to do is let's delete this. We have to go to our monthly time frame and check what's happening in our monthly time frame. So clearly we see that on our monthly time frame we were currently on a downtrend before now, and then we started moving up, changing direction, which is an uptrend. But when we talk about trend happen differently in different markets. Now that we're having an uptrend in the monthly time frame doesn't mean that in our lower time frame we wouldn't be having some series of downtrend and so on in our lower time frame. Just like when we have just this candlestick now, just this candlestick alone, this this red candle, this red candlestick we have here is going to be showing a series of downtrend, and that's just like an engulfing candle, which is actually reacting to a resistance around here. It's actually reacting to this resistance around here. There's a double top here, which is actually reacting to giving us an engulfing candle, trying to take us down to the downside. But we're anticipating this market to get us to somewhere around here before taking a buy position and to continue the market. But that's for the monthly analysis. So we have to do a top-down analysis to check where we really are on the chart, and then what we're going to be doing next. So next thing we do is to go to our weekly time frame to see things clearly. So on our weekly time frame, just as we said, the market is now trending upward, and since the market is now trending upward on our weekly time frame, we can see that red candle we're having on a monthly time frame, that was just like a big engulfing candle. You could see why it's divided into three, because the month is not ended yet. That's why we don't have the last candle close here. And so what we are anticipating on is we are still trying to sell this market, because we wouldn't see a candle this coming down this way with this kind of acceleration, and we're trying to buy the market. No, we're still trying to sell this market, since it's still giving us a green light to do that. And then we're going to be anticipating on selling this market until we get to our zone, which we said is currently here. Let me draw the zone, which is currently here, before we can anticipate to move up to continue our uptrend, which is on the monthly time frame. But for now, we are still trying to hit the market down to this level. It's still exactly as I said last week, and we go down to our daily time frame to understand what is really happening in the market. So first we delete all this. So our premium zone for this market, in order to buy this market, is around here, but we still have a lot of pips to eat in this market. Let me calculate the pips. We still have about 180 pips or so to eat in this market before it continues upward. So what we want to do right now is either we have to wait until the market gets to this point and then we start buying the market, because there will be definitely a change of direction in this market, to anticipate this price to go down, to come down here and then move up to the upside. But then for now, we're still on this trade, trying to sell this market down to the downside, to this zone we have here. So what do we have? On our 4 hours time frame, we see that the market is still trending lower, giving us series of lower high, lower high, lower low. Sorry, giving us series of lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And this is not a lower low, because this is just like a double bottom we have here, a support. Now, we might be actually deceived in this point because we'll be thinking that here's a lower low. But when we go to our line graph, we'll see that this point wasn't broken. Let me take this up so you understand what I'm doing. You see that we have this point, it wasn't really broken. So this point we are in right now, we are still, we didn't really break this point going up, and then we broke it, creating a new lower low and then a lower high. So going back to our candlestick, we have to understand that what we're trying to see in this market, if we're going to be on a daily time frame to understand, or actually on our 4 hour time frame, what we want to see in this market is for our market to get us back to this zone, for our market to get us back to this zone somewhere around here, somewhere around here, get us back to this zone before we can be able to sell this market. So this is just like the premium price. Now you see, when price got to this zone here, the market started selling, and then we wouldn't be saying that this is a we wouldn't be saying that we have created a new lower low until this line is broken. Don't the fool by this candle wick down here. If the candle doesn't close below, if the candle doesn't close below our line, that means we haven't still created a lower low yet. So what we are anticipating on is price could actually move upward and even get to this point. Price could actually move upward and even get to this point, give us a double top around here, give us a double top around here. It could move upward, give us a double top around here, and then continue downwards. But that doesn't mean that price is not going to give us a forced sellout here. Like this, I think it's a forced sellout. You wouldn't tell me it's not a forced sellout, because now what this markets usually do is that they make you feel that here is our kind of zone. They make you feel that here's our kind of zone and make market actually come here reacting. Then people sell this market, but it's not really going down. What I'm actually thinking about this market is that the market is going to come up to the zone before the sell off, because here what they are trying to do is to make people sell this market thinking that, oh, it has come to our support stone resistance and then we're moving down. No, the market is definitely going to come here, create a double top around here, and then push down, but it's going to give us a first sell around here. That's what the market makers usually do. And then when it comes here, this support level here is going to be reacted. The price is going to react to the support level here, and then price pushes upward here, and then we'll continue to the downside. So my premium zone for this week is going to be up here. It's going to be up here. Seeing price come down to this level, I'm not selling until price comes here, or in a safer zone, as soon as price breaks this our zone here and gives us another opportunity here, we could actually trade it down. But as soon as as far as price is still hanging around here and it didn't really break, don't get deceived or don't get fooled. When we go to our line graph, you understand very well that we haven't really broken here. The wick you saw here, that long wick you saw here, the candle didn't really close below our zone, so we're still definitely on our zone, and it's still reacting here, trying to move up a little. So our premium zone is either price got here and drop, or we come here, retest and drop. So that's what we have for Euro USD. So next we'll be jumping to our GDP USD, and just like we said in our top down analysis, although the Euro USD and the GDP USD actually goes the same way, but what we have here on our monthly time frame is just like Euro USD. We went on a downtrend, and now we're currently going on an uptrend. But what we want to see is we still have this engulfing candle coming down here, and We want to know what we'll be doing in this market, because in as much as they go same way, sometimes they could actually do different things based on the supply and demand of each market. Euro USD, GDP USD, we have different supply and demand. But one thing that we know is that they work hand in hand, but at some point they kind of start doing different things because they have different numbers and all that. So what we're seeing in this market right now is that we're still on an uptrend, but what we're doing is we're trying to sell this market to get to a premium zone, which I think our premium zone will be around here. Our premium zone will be around here, but let's delete it and dive into our lower time frame to be clear on the market. So here we have on our daily time frame. On our daily time frame, what we see is that market is still moving downward after this big upward movement around here. This big upward movement around here. And I told you in our monthly time frame we are actually buying this market. But since we are on the lower time frame, like the daily time frame and all that, we don't really have patience for the market to come down here. It's going to take forever, like it's going to take even till next year, or even to the end of this year or so. So we're trying to sell this market to an extent in order to be able to buy this market. So what we are seeing now here, on our 4 hour time frame, or let's say here on a daily time frame, we're still on a sell-off, which is on a downtrend, because when we have this supply from this level, we have a supply from this level which is actually pushing us to the downside. So when we go to our 4 hours time frame, we clearly see that we are currently on a downtrend and all that, which price is still kind of respecting a trend line futures or so. But then what we're anticipating this price is for price to actually move down. Sometimes I trade trend line, but I don't really too believe in trend line, because sometimes we have false breakout and then price continues, and if you're not really educated enough on these things, you wouldn't understand what market is really doing. So now we could see that in this price range we actually have price moving downwards, and here we are currently creating more of a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So what we have here now is our previous level, where where price we actually have a support or resistance which is at this level, and you could see that price has currently be trending on this level. One thing you have to understand on this market is sometimes you see these people when you chat doing mostly on tricking your analysis on the lower, very low time frame and all that. You see that you feel like the candle broke above all this and then we're changing direction and all that, which is not really true. Like when we go to our 4 hour time frame, you see that clearly that this is just weak close. The candle didn't really close. These are just weak that's been left outside the zone to make us have a false impression that the market is trying to move upward. But then this market is trending downward. I'll always try to refer you to our line graph to understand what is really happening. So now you see our zone is still valid. As soon as we did not really break this zone, line did not close up here, we're still on our downtrend. So back to our candles, we see that price is still on a downtrend. So what we're trying to do is we're looking for a way to sell this market. To me, when the market get back to this level, I think it's a sell-off for me. But then markets might not really get back to that level because we have this downward movement which is already reacting to this zone we have here. So we have to wait until we are broken. Here is broken, and when here is broken, this support here is broken, because here he has created a support. But don't get us twisted, markets could come down to this support here, create a double bottom, move up, and then create some wicks up here to make people feel that, oh, the market is changing direction. It's not changing direction. As far as our candle did not close above this zone, we are still currently down on a downtrend. And then when that week is created, you see a lot of people. Sorry, where's our zone? When that week is created, you see a lot of people. When a week is created on the 4 hours above this zone, a week is created above this zone on the 4 hours, which is going to give us on our lower time frame that, oh, this zone has been broken, and a lot of people are trying to buy the market thinking it's the change of direction. No, as far as on our higher time frame, we're not seeing a week close above this our zone here. We're still trending down. So what market will definitely do is right here, market might come up here, give us a false breakout, and then make people feel the same, or market might still come down to this zone, make a double bottom, and give us a false breakout with wicks, which is going to be like a full candle close on our lower time frame, and people will start buying the market. But as far as price did not actually break this zone on a higher time frame, as soon as the price come here, I'll be anticipating on selling this market down to the downside until we get to our premium zone, which is around somewhere around somewhere around here per se. But that doesn't mean that when price come here, there will not be reaction around here, and so on and so forth. But that's where our next week analysis is going to start from, to understand what is really happening. Because what you will know, how you know the price is about to reverse from, is when you talk about candlestick. This is where candlestick comes in place. And when you go to the daily time frame, you could see, or the weekly time frame, you could see that we are having this big sell of this big candle. You're not trying to buy this big candle, but price could actually come to this zone, and then we are having the candle becoming weaker and weaker, and then we could say we are buying the market from here. But if the price doesn't give us that weak candles, and we're still having this full engulfing candle, this full red candle, and it's here, and it's like a very big red candle, we are going to be anticipating on our zone here for market to continue upward. So I think that's what we have for GDP USD. And then we go to USD CHF. USD CHF, on our monthly time frame, we could clearly see that this market was currently on a downtrend. The market was currently on a downtrend. The market created series of higher, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then what happened in this market? So what happened in this market was that we got to a major level here, and the price is trying to change direction on a major level here, which is around here. You could see that this is a major level, and we haven't really gotten to this price since 2014 or so. We haven't really got to this price. So what we're anticipating on is we're seeing price changing direction here. When we go to the weekly time frame, we could understand more. The price wants to change direction, since we actually on a downtrend for this whole month since August. We're actually on a downtrend down here, and then we got to this monthly resistance here, which is giving us a bluish engulfing candle that is trying to make us understand that the market is definitely moving more upward. So right here on the weekly time frame, we don't really have much, so we go down to our daily time frame, and we could clearly see that price already broke our previous zone. If you could see that price already broke this zone, and what price did was, as soon as price broke this zone, it came down here, give us a higher low, and it's anticipating on creating a new higher high. Now don't be deceived. First we have this zone trending downward, down to this level, and then now you could see that we are clearly moving on an uptrend in this market. And since we're clearly moving on an uptrend in this market, we are actually thinking of buying this market, because On our monthly time frame, we already saw that big resistance here, which is definitely going to be pushing us in this market for a very, very long time. At least we are anticipating a change of direction till we got to this zone, somewhere around here. So for now, we're going to be buying the market. And since we're supposed to be buying this market, what we're trying to be doing here is, let's say we have, I don't know if this is still recording. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it's still recording. So we're anticipating on an uptrend. So what we're trying to do is to see the premium zone to buy this market. That's what we're trying to do in this market. So when we go to our 4-hour time frame, on our 4-hour time frame, you could clearly see that even with the trend withdrawal, you see that this is following our trend, and market has been doing a series of higher high. Market has been doing a series of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then when we go to our line graph, let's understand what is happening. On our line graph, you could see that we have actually broken this zone, and then we're trying to clearly make another higher high on this market. You could see our zone right here on this chart. We clearly broke this zone here. You could see. And then we're anticipating on a higher high, which is, let's go down to our candlestick here. So what we're doing is, here was the first resistance which price actually created for us. Now you could see that on our lower time frame, people are actually selling off this market. You could see the sell here. People are trying to sell this market so well because they don't understand what is happening on the higher time frame. Now people see this as a big as a big supply, which is more like a resistance, and people feel that when price got to this zone, it's going to be selling, and this is why we're having huge sell-off here on this market and all that, which is not really the case. What we're trying to do is to buy this market, because when you sell a market that is currently trending upward, all you could see is that you're only eating the market down here, and then market is going to stop you out because it's definitely still going to continue on an upward direction. So what we're saying here is, you're not going to be selling this market. Forget about this this false thing is giving us here. Now price has been consolidating around here, trying to trick people to sell the market. You could see they'll sell the market. The market makers will put more money here, sell the market, giving you weak to make you feel that the market is changing direction around this level, but market isn't really changing direction. What market is trying to do is to gain more liquidation to actually pull this market upward. And since the whole of last week, it has been doing this, and all we're looking for right here on this market is for a structure break. And then when this structure is broken, as soon as this structure is broken, then we'll retest this place, which is like a support turn resistance, and then we anticipate to move this market upward. So to clear the whole chart, all we are anticipating on this market is for price to actually break this zone here. When price break this zone here, you could actually go to the line graph to always check this. As soon as price break this zone here, so what we're expecting on is for price to break through this zone, come down here, meet here at a support level, and then anticipated on moving upward to this price, because we still have our price to move until we get to somewhere around here or somewhere around this level. So that's what we have for USD CHF, and then we go to USD CAD. Now in USD CAD, what we have here is that on our monthly time frame, we didn't really have much happening here on our monthly time frame, except that we're having price failing to break this line here for the past how many months. We're having price failing to break. We have a line of sensitivity around here, which we're having price fail to break. Don't think about this week here I'm always telling you this week are always to deceive you. In our weekly time, in our monthly time frame, you could see that this is a clear price that price has always been failing to break. Okay, why we call it a line of sensitivity is because for the long run, price got to this level, rejected. Price got to this level, rejected. Forget about the false week here, and price came to this level. You could see that we have lot of rejection on this level, lot of rejection on this level. Now you could see when price got to this level, it rejected, and still price closed even below this level. When we have to zoom it up, you see that even this one that created a wick up here, price even closed below the level, meaning that we're having a full line of sensitivity around there and all that. And we clearly see that for a while the price has been trending upward, and since the price has been trending upward, it's got to this line of sensitivity. And then I think that there is definitely going to be a change of markets movement, but since we don't know yet, we actually go to our weekly time frame to tell us exactly what's going on. So you could see that price has been respecting this our line of sensitivity, and then we're having multiple touch on this line, which is more of a line of sensitivity to us. And then what we have to see here is that price broke through this line, came down, and spitting on price creating a lower low around here, and then which think that price will actually go down. I'm not actually just saying this out of my head. All I'm just trying to make you understand is that price broke above this zone, came down here, trying to create a lower high. You could see that there has been a rejection here, which means that price is definitely going to fall lower. But then let's go to our daily time frame to understand that. So you could see that price came here to this our to this so many touches we have here, and since we have the touches here, we've already created a lower low, a lower high, and then all we're doing here is that we've been beating around this zone, and we have this engulfing candle here trying to sell this zone, which is reacting to this order block around here. The price is reacting to this order block around here, trying to create this market as a sell-off. So what I am trying to see that's going to be happening this month is that we're going to be having a sell-off on this price up until down until this level, which is like a good zone for me to do, because I wouldn't want to be doing much on this market. Why? Because I don't really understand what is going to happen when price comes to this zone. Either we're going to break up to get back to this supply zone here, or we move down, get to this demand zone, and continue upward down to this supply, because we've seen here on the weekly, on our daily time frame, that price has currently been ranging on this zone. So all I'm trying to do is to follow the range. Normally you don't trade ranging market, but when you see a high probability for price to move downward, you can actually trade it, because around here we have a lot of pips to actually eat from this market. Down to here we have 150 pips, and down to here we have 305 pips, which is a lot of pips to actually eat in the market and all that. So what I'm anticipating on is for price to get from down up here down to this zone, give us a reaction in this zone. But from this zone here, we're going to be talking about what's going to be happening next week. So from next week, we're going to be talking about what is going to be happening. Either price is going to break and get to this zone, or price is going to continue upward. But everything deals with the candle, how the candle is moving towards this zone. If we have a very big engulfing candle moving down to this zone, like a red big candle moving down to this zone, we'll understand that, oh, we're going to be breaking this zone. But when the candle is getting weaker at this zone, you anticipate that the trade is going to move upwards. So going to our 4 hours, all I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be looking for an area to be able to sell this market around here, which when you go to I'll be posting a video this week how you've definitely been seeing an entry. So To get an entry right on this zone, what we'll be looking is for a break of structure in the lower time frame. We'll be looking for a double top, or we'll be looking for a head or shoulder pattern or different pattern. It depends on how you want to enter the trade. Everybody has their different ways of entering the trade, but this is just like a way of trying to make you understand what we're actually expecting on this market. So we go to GDP USD, and GDP USD has tried to be confusing for a while. I really got tired of this market at some point, but then I'm not really trading this market for now because, well, we anticipated that price was going to respect this zone here, but price didn't. You see, price broke this zone, and for real, when price was around here, I was expecting for price to, well, to come and react to this zone. But when we see this candlestick here, it's not really giving us that this candle is going to respect this zone and come down, because look at the candle. When you see a candle like this, a candle like this is trying to make us understand that the price is not giving us any sign that it's going to come. Although we have a downward movement here, which is going to make some people, some force people to sell this market. And but when you see clearly what is happening on the higher time frame, you understand that as soon as we have this big engulfing candle, this big candle, we know that although market is going to react some kind of way around here, market is definitely going to react some kind of way around here, which is this week you are seeing here. But clearly, when I see a candle like this, I'm never going to be selling this market. I'm always trying to see a way to buy this market. But let's go to our weekly time frame, or even let's try to see in our 4 hour time frame. You see what we're trying to see. So on our 4 hour time frame, when we got to that zone in here, it's created a forced sellout for people, which people actually sold this on our lower time frame and so on, which it's a mistake to some traders who are actually new in the game and all that. You could see this sell off here before market came and actually broke the zone and keep going upward. And then when we go to our weekly time frame, we see that clearly that when price got to this zone, you could see the candle, this candle, it created like this engulfing candle downwards. This bull engulfing candle, this red candle downwards, trying to trick people that the market is going down. But when you see, in fact, I'm keep telling people higher time frame is going to give you the full idea of what's happening in the market. So when you see a big candle like this, I'm not thinking that you should be trying to sell the market, because we still have much of buyers in this market. There are a lot of people trying to buy this market. So we go to the 4 hour time frame. After we've clearly seen what happened on the daily, we see that price broke, and then we go to our 4 hour time frame to understand clearly what we'll be seeing in this market. So definitely on this market, what I'm trying to see in this market is we range here for a while, and then price broke and continue upward. So what I'm trying to see in this market is for price to give us a little sell off on this market, and then we'll continue to go up to the upside. And we're not trying to sell this market at any point of time, because when you sell a market like this with that kind of velocity on the monthly time frame, trying to tell us that this is clearly trying to move up, I don't think you're going to be making profit. So what we have to wait is for market to retest our zone and then push over to the upside. And I think that's all we have for this price right here. But I'm not trading this GDP JPY this week. I'm not really advising anyone to, because the market has been really confusing. So let's dive into our United States USD JPY. So in USD JPY, we go to our monthly time frame, and all we are seeing on our monthly time frame is same thing. GDP JPY, USD JPY, trying to always do the same thing as Euro USD and GDP USD. You could see that the pairs before them, the JPY in front of them, are almost the same. So then they are going to be expecting what the Japanese yen is actually doing at some point. So I think we are moving in this market now to go up to our previous high, which is around here, before we'll be thinking of dropping this market. But then let's understand what we want to see in this market. So clearly we see that um, price has been moving upward. Now what we actually did here in this market is that we created a lower low on this monthly time frame, and we're trying to move upward even to break this and created a higher high and all that. I don't really know, but for now what we're seeing is the market doing is creating upward, and then the next time we're going to be having a disturbance is going to be around this zone. So clearly on the monthly time frame it's a buy for us, but on the weekly time frame it could show something different. So now you see price has been moving downward. We have our lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low down to this level. And then what happened here is something funny happened here. Price came here, broke our previous high around here. As soon as price broke our previous high around here, created a higher high. Price created a higher high, came here, give us a higher low, and split on going upward. But then what people did not really see around here is that something strange happened in this market. Now you could see that the market makers try to make us understand that here is a resistance, and people actually sold this market, which definitely, since it's a weekly time, you can actually sell this market to some point. And they sold this market up to this point, down to this point, and then you could see this big candle which actually used this high velocity and closed above our zone. Because when you go to the line graph, you understand. I like going to the line graph to make people understand what really happened. So we have this zone here. You could see our zone here, which line was failing to break, and then we didn't really break this zone. Forget about the candle wick that actually closed above this zone. No, we didn't really, as far as the body of the candle did not close above this zone, we're still currently on the zone. So when price came here, give us a false sellout and then push up high. Now what price really did there was, what the market makers really did there was, they tried to create liquidity around here, trying to make people sell this market, because I keep telling people you cannot really buy something if someone is not selling. So they want to make people sell this market to gain more liquidity to actually push the market up to the upside. So what we actually see is that they push the market to the upside, breaking our resistance around here, breaking our resistance level around here, and then what we're trying to do is to anticipating on the upside. So this is giving us a clear zone. Now we have our resistance, which actually turned support, and price came down here, got to this our point, and then move upward. It's after breaking, price retest this level and then move upward. So what we're trying to see in this market is that we're trying to buy this market to the upside. So clearly we see on our 4 hour time frame, price keep giving us a higher high, higher low, which is something like this. Price, sorry, price keeps giving us a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. So what we're anticipating on this market on our 4 hour time frame, or what I'm expecting on this market, is for price to come down and to this other block around here, and give us as soon as price comes down to this zone here, we'll be buying this market. That's exactly what I'm saying. But clearly, as the market is around here, I'm not thinking of buying this market until we come to this premium price around here. Sorry if I'm making a lot of mess on the charts, but I'm trying to make you really understand what is really going on the market. So as soon as we get to this premium zone around here, we should be buying the market and anticipating on the market to move upward. So our zone on this market is right here. Our zone on this market is something around here, because when we go to our 1 hour time frame, you're going to be seeing a lot happening. Some people are going to be saying that price is going to come here, create a support on resistance on the 1 hour time frame. It doesn't work that way. What we're looking for a premium price in this market. So we're not actually trying to say when price come here, it start going up. Although when price comes here, what the market is going to do is price is going to come here and give you a false buy signal, and then you see market trying to do something like this, trying to do something like this. It's definitely going to drop, come to our zone before it moves upward. So market is not something that just goes on a straight line. If market goes on a straight line, everyone is definitely going to be a millionaire. But market is going to go on a zigzag form, which is giving us what we are anticipating for market to go upward. So I think that is that for this this. So let's just dive into USD XAE USD. We'll come back to this one, but I don't think we have much time to be able to convert this video. So clearly what we see on our monthly time frame on the XAE USD, on our XAE USD we see first price came to this zone, like the highest price has ever gone, and we are having this sell-off on this market. It's a big sell-off on this market. If you are not on the higher time frame, you wouldn't see, like, for the whole history of gold, we have not really gone to this level before. So price actually go close to the level, and we're trying to sell off. So what we've seen in this market, we saw that price actually gave us has been trending upward for a very long time, which we could see that when we get to this level around here, price could react at this level around here, or definitely in this our level here that price is already reacting. We could have a reaction here, but then we don't know until we have to go to a lower time frame, a little like the daily and 4 hours, to understand what is happening in this market. But clearly we see that the velocity the market is using to come down, it's definitely going to break this zone. So we're out of this zone altogether. So what we're trying to check is what price is going to do. And then here we see, as we said clearly, you could see that price already gave us a false signal around here. Price gave us a false signal around here, like this buy candle on the daily time frame, making people to buy this candle. But what the markets people are trying to do, they are trying to sell off this market down to this point. So what I'm actually interested in this market is trying to sell this market. So going to our 4 hours time frame, we could see that price has been trending downward, which has price has been trending downward, which has actually been giving us a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we're going to a higher low here, because what happened here was that we actually broke this candle here, and then we're looking for a retest in this level. So what we're trying to do is, we already have a double top around here, and then price went down. We had this support level here, which price actually moved for a very long time, broke this support, and then we got back to the support on resistance zone. And then since it was a resistance, we're trying to move downward. So what we're anticipating on this market definitely is for our markets to clearly move. Since we got our zone now, we got our zone since we got our zone, we clearly see that when price got to this point, it's anticipating on moving to the downward side. So I wouldn't be trading this market until this zone is broken. On our 4 hours, we have this resistance here that price is willing to break, and when price break this zone, we will be checking on something like price coming down here, retesting, and then continue to the downside, or per se in our lower time frame, you see something here like a double top. Price could actually go up, create a double top around here, and then we could continue downwards. So this is just like my 2 zone for this market. And for gold, so what I'm anticipating on gold is, because gold, I like to go down to the other chart, I don't go down to the hour time frame, but this gold, due to the liquidity of gold and all that, like, I have to go down to the to lower time frame on gold to understand what will definitely happen. So price is definitely going to come here. Price is definitely going to come here. It's going to come here because we could see price is clearly going to the zone, and we're getting weaker already. If you see the candle weak, we're getting weaker already. We'll get to this point, create a double top, and then could push the market downward. But don't forget, the market makers might actually create wick on the higher time frame to make you feel that the market is changing direction. It's not changing direction until our zone has always been broken. So don't get deceived by the market makers and all that and so on. So the next on our list, let's just do this AUDC USD and call it a day. So now AUD USD going on the monthly time frame, we could clearly see that price was moving downward, got to this point, started trying to make us like it wants to change direction. But then what we're seeing, what we're interested in is the monthly candle we are in, which is currently this candle we are in, and then we go down to the weekly time frame to understand what price was really doing there. And since we have this price here, I wouldn't be trading this market, except I'll be trading the market to the downside. But then what we have here is this problem child here. So trading this market, I think I'm just going to be looking for a position because we have now be creating series of downtrend on this market. So what I'll be waiting for is for price to actually move up to this level, make a double top, and then move down. But let's go to our daily time frame because the market is kind of confusing. Oh, here we see what the market is doing. So the market already gave us a lower high and trend downwards. So we had these three resistance here on our daily time frame, which actually resisted the market, and then we have a support which was broken on this market. If you should go to the line graph, you see that the support was actually broken. So what I'm trying to see in this market is to sell off this market from here, and what I'm anticipating on is for price to get us up to this level, and then we sell the market until we get to this level. We're just going to be looking for opportunity to sell this market to this level. So this is exactly what I'm thinking on this chart. On a daily time frame, when we go to our 4-hour time frame, we'll see clearly that when we got to this point, we broke this point. So what we're trying to do is support down resistance down on this point, and then we could move downwards. So the last on our list is on AUD which we're going to be quick because I don't know if we'll I don't want this video to get to a point where it's not so much for us. So sometimes on certain zones we are definitely going to we're not going to be getting much on certain zones until we go to lower time frame, and then we clearly see what is happening on those zones and all that. But now we clearly see that on this one we have a resistance here, which price came, created a double top, and after giving us this higher high, this higher low, then it's created another higher low, created a lower low, came here, give us a double top, and then price has been moving downward on this zone. So when we come here, we see clearly, because what we see right here was that on the weekly time frame was that price was trending upward, came here and started trending downward. You wouldn't see this as a trend on our weekly time frame until you go to the lower time frame. Then that's when you see that this is clearly a downtrend. And since it's clearly a downtrend, and what do we say by a downtrend? As far as our adult theory haven't been breached, we still continue on our downtrend, which is price continue to go on a specific direction until there's a break of structure. And then we see that clearly price has been on a downtrend on this market, and so on and so forth, which here, right here, price created a double top on this market. And since price created a double top on this market, what we see here is that we had a resistance here on this market, like we had a support here on this market, which price broke. And since price broke this support on this market, still the same thing as AUD USD, what we're looking for this market is that we're anticipating that since market broke this our level and so on, market broke it to our level. We're anticipating on price to move down to this level and then continue to the downside. But that doesn't mean that on the lower time frame, price is not going to be creating false breakouts here and wicks and all that. But as far as this our price here is not broken, we're still on this downtrend. And don't forget, price could actually come up to this level, put a buy signal, and try to make you understand that price is changing direction. It's not really changing direction. In fact, my premium zone on this price is definitely going to be this zone here. But it depends on how price reacts here. If we have a candle and price has been reacting here, and then we could have something more like price coming down to this level, giving us some kind of consolidation, and then they want to liquidate people, trying to give us a false buy signal, and then people are going to buy this market up, and when they buy this market, the price is definitely going to drop down. So definitely what we're trying to do is, with the velocity of the candle, you're definitely going to know what price is trying to do. But if I'm definitely going to be selling at this zone here, I'm not going to be going with the big lot size. But when it gets to this point, I'm definitely going to be putting more of lot size in order for us to come down to this market and sell this market. So this is all I have for trading for the week and so on. So thank you for watching, and once again, this is BetNet FX. If you like what you see, you can actually subscribe on all our channel, because we come every week to give you things like this, and within the week we'll be doing some kind of lessons about market movement, and I'll be posting a video this week on top down analysis, and later on I'll be posting on how do we enter trade on the lower time frame on some of these zones. So thank you very much.